Okay, Bruce Lee once said, don't speak negatively about yourself, even as a joke. Your body doesn't know the difference. Words are energy and they cast spells. That is why it is called spelling. Change the way you speak about yourself and you can change your life. Muhammad Ali once said, it is the repetition of affirmations that leads to belief. And once that belief becomes a deep conviction, things begin to happen. And Buddha once said, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. So we always hear these great quotes about the mind and the power of self-talk. But how many of us actually know how to use it in an effective way? I mean, if you look at the Instagram comment sections nowadays, it'll show you that as a society, we deeply suffer from negative self-talk. But don't worry about it. In this video, I have 5 different methods that you could use to become better and stronger at the art of self-talk. All right, so this is part 5 of the mental health series. Let's get into it. Method number 1, make it evidence-based. Now, this is arguably the most important thing when it comes down to self-talk. Now, when I say make it evidence-based, I'm talking about the fact that we have to back up every affirmation and every sort of self-talk that we engage in with reasoning, evidence, and proof. So what I mean by this is, let's say you're going through a tough phase in life, right? And you have to overcome this specific situation that you're in, but you're finding yourself constantly wondering how you're going to overcome it. You don't know how to handle it, and you're starting to doubt whether or not you have the strength to overcome this specific situation. What you can do is you can tell yourself, I will overcome this because I overcame XYZ in the past. When you have that story and that proof to lean back on, it'll give you strength because it'll remind you, yes, you overcame that, so you can overcome this as well, right? What you can also say is, hey, I'm going through this painful, tough experience right now because God is giving me lessons which I can use to impact other people in the future and garner a tremendous amount of success for myself. Without these lessons, I'd be just a regular nobody that has no impact on anybody. So you're spinning the paradigm and you're making it a positive situation. And you're doing that with prior proof of what you overcame and also reasoning to why you're going through this specific situation, right? Another example is, let's say you're sick of being a lifelong liar and you want to become an honest person. If you just sit there and say, I'm honest, but you're doing nothing to be honest, your spirit will easily be broken, right? Because you're not being honest. So how can your spirit be strong if it knows that you're a liar? The best way to approach this is by actually going out there and doing things that are honest, even small things, right? And every time you do something honest, just write it down on a piece of paper. Okay? And just keep stacking up this proof of all these different acts of honesty that you're engaging in. And after you have a few pieces of evidence down, you can now tell yourself, I am an honest person because I've been doing X, Y, Z. And you go through the list. And if your past starts to eat at you, you can say something like, yes, I'm not proud of what I've done in the past, but I'm a human being and I'm becoming better. I've done this last week. I did this yesterday. I did this today. And I will continue to be an honest person. This will give your spirit the belief that you're not being dishonest with yourself. The best way to make self-talk effective is to really instill that belief. And the only way to instill that belief is through evidence, proof, and good reasoning, okay? And the more you do this for the millions of different situations that you have in your life, the more effective self-talk will be. Method number 2 is to pre-plan affirmations for specific situations. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is, let's say you consistently find yourself being weak in a specific situation, right? You have to pre-plan and create an affirmation that'll give you the energy and the strength needed to circumvent the downward pull of that situation and to give you the strength needed to overcome that area that you're weak in. For example, let's say that you consistently find yourself hating on successful people, and you know that this is not good because, first of all, it fills you up with negative energy, and second of all, you want to become successful yourself, so you know that you have to learn from these people instead of hating on them for no reason, right? The first step is to obviously anticipate, okay, yes, I am gonna have this hateful energy in me because I have a level of envy and jealousy that I'm working through. But you can create an affirmation. For example, it could be something like, I wish this person all the best. This is very inspirational. I'm going to continue to work hard and improve myself, so one day I will experience a moment like that as well. When you do that, you turn that negative, weak energy that you're engaging in, you turn that into a positive because you've anticipated and you are humble enough to understand, okay, yes, I'm weak here, but you've created an affirmation that allows you to actually turn that weakness into a strength, right? That's the whole point about pre-making affirmations for certain situations. And if you do that, you'll find yourself working through your weaknesses in a more effective manner. Method number 3 is to keep it short and simple. So this is a very important and effective strategy when it comes down to refocusing your mind, right? Because as human beings, we're constantly losing focus and we're getting, distracted by things that have no relevance to us. And this can waste a lot of time and put us in a psychological space and a mental space that simply doesn't help us. So having a small, quick affirmation that you can tell yourself to refocus your mind is something that is extremely crucial. For example, let's say that you have no job and you want to get employed, but you find yourself consistently getting distracted by watching too many TV shows. Every single time you have a temptation to waste time, you can tell yourself, get employed, get employed, get employed, get employed, get employed. This will refocus your mind on the actual goal. And this is something that I actually did, 2 to 3 years ago when I was like 21, 22. That's exactly what I did when I found myself getting unnecessarily caught up in things that have no relevance to me and I wanted to get employed full-time somewhere. That's exactly what I did. And I know it's effective, so hopefully you give it a shot and experience the benefits of having a small affirmation to refocus your mind. Method number 4 is to say anything that moves you. So to me, self-talk is all about giving yourself strength. And every single human being is different. And everybody reacts differently to certain words. Therefore, whichever words give you strength, just use them. It doesn't matter if other people think it's weird or cringe. That's not important. The main thing is it giving you strength and is it allowing you to operate effectively in the world? If the answer is yes, you're doing the right thing, in my opinion. So if swearing at yourself gives you strength, do that. If calling yourself names gives you strength, do that. If saying that you want to build a very strong and attractive body because you want people to look at you when you go into a mall, if that moves you, just use it. It doesn't matter if other people think it's weird or cringe. Like I said earlier, if it makes you an effective, healthy human being, use it because it's giving you strength, and that's all that matters. Method number 5 is to surround yourself with positive words. What I mean by this is that you want to surround yourself with energies that consistently put you in a strong psychological space. And this can be done by reading really good books or listening to inspirational podcasts, watching good videos, watching good movies, spending time with people that talk in a very positive way, and just being around an energy that is very positive, right? And the more you do that, the more automatic your positive response will become. You won't have to force yourself to become positive because you would have inherited that positive energy through osmosis by being around these forces of positivity. The more you do this, the more stronger your self-talk will be. So thank you so much for watching this video. At the end of the day, self-talk is a huge component when it comes down to remaining mentally healthy. And I hope some of the techniques and strategies that we talked about in this video will help you become a master at the art of self-talk. All right, so if you got anything out of this, please do like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next video. All right, love you all. Take care.